Good morning, or whenever you have found this reading. I felt called to do a Sacred Destiny reading today, and I just want to knock the energy of the collective into here. Get any downloads from my Lemurian Starseed crystal, and see what the cards are today. I'm going to pull 3, and they will just be for like the next week or whatever you need to hear today. Or for I feel like the next week, or a specific message that you need to hear right now today. So we've got forgiveness. There might be someone that you need to forgive. There might be a part of yourself that you need to forgive. You've got the crescent moon there as well. So I believe we had a new moon, and is it the waning or the waxing, and then it goes to the other one. I'm not actually going to go into the moons right now because I didn't actually, but yeah, something around the moon. Please try and forgive, especially leading up to the next cycle, up to the full moon, even though that's not a full moon. It's a good time to like let go. And so this could be you forgiving yourself, a part of yourself, or forgiving someone. And it's like true deep forgiveness. We can say, ho'oponoponos, or we can forgive them, but generally there's a part of ourselves that we need to forgive as well. Maybe sometimes we've lost ourselves, and we've let our boundaries down, and in order for someone to treat us a certain way or do a certain thing. And so there's actually a part of ourselves that we need to forgive, and sometimes that's actually where the real work is, because we can forgive someone else and maybe still be a bit angry, but generally the anger is actually how do we allow ourselves to get in that situation? Why do we let our boundaries down? Why do we let that person do this? And so sometimes there's a deeper inner forgiveness that is actually where the real work is, like actually forgiving yourself and knowing your boundaries, knowing what you will and won't take again, and staying strong on those boundaries. Because if we don't, then we just slowly let people kind of walk or do things that like don't feel right. If they don't feel right, or you're like, huh? Then listen to that, and don't let anyone tell you anything else. You are your gut and your body. The way your body reacts around someone is exactly, if you feel tight, tense, a bit, or like, that is because there was a boundary or something that has been crossed, and that you're not, that you need to listen to. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next card. So the next card is enlightenment. So I'm guessing this is probably someone who's searching for enlightenment at the moment, or you're seeing your eyes are awake. You're aware of what's going on, and you're trying to make sense of maybe everything. Or you keep searching for answers out there, and really that enlightenment comes within when we do the work on ourselves, and we really forgive ourselves. We do our shadow work. We really go and like look at that dark side of us and like forgive it, find peace with it, but also understand when it comes out, why it comes out, what's bringing it out, like and this is where your own inner enlightenment comes from. If we're always externally looking, seeking for answers, looking outside, researching, watching videos, like it's good to be aware, it's good to learn and have knowledge, but essentially it all comes within, going within, I've been doing a lot of work with the yoga and the gunas and the kundalini energy and all that, really going within, because we have it's all within. Enlightenment is within you. So searching outside of you, or searching for enlightenment, or coming back to your inner sacred practice, your body is sacred. Your body, like coming to listen to your body, knowing what puts you into different states, what is in alignment, what is not in alignment, and that is that, and finding the samadhi, which is like the place of oneness within, and peace with God, like peace with everything. If you're really at peace with God and have trust and all of that, you're not arguing or fighting with people online. You're not like what people are doing isn't bothering you so much, because you're going within the inner peace, and you can watch all the noise and the chaos and know that you can go within and change and do whatever you can do within, and that change comes within. Fighting with people, judging people is not a place of enlightenment. So finding that enlightenment within, going within, and diligence. So this is you flying through life, doing the diligence work. And so what I'm getting from this is an inner strength, staying strong in who you are, rising above the clouds, rising above the noise, flying high, and staying strong, keeping, like having these really strong boundaries, really, and doing that inner work, and being strong in who you are, like finding out who you are, through working on enlightenment and going within, and doing that work. Or if you've done the work, stay strong in who you are and be strong on your path. Like you know where you want to go, essentially. You're flying high, or you're getting up there. You're preparing for your flight. So that it's really staying strong, and because they've got a path, when they're going from season to season, and they've got to keep flying. Don't know what bird this is, but you've got to stay on that path, and you've got to stay strong, and you've got to know that you've done the work. So you're not going to let anyone sort of like take you off path, because if you do, then you're going to miss going to where you need to go. And then I don't know what happens when birds don't go to where they need to go when they're on their path. That's something that is out of my knowledge right now. I could try and channel it, but anyway, so I'll just move on. But like, this is, if you'll end up somewhere else, and it's still, you'll still get there, but it may just take, you might get a bit injured along the way. Not actually injured, don't want to scare anyone, but you might just, you'll get there. It will take a lot longer. So it's really you going within, forgiving yourself, doing the inner work, and staying on this path, and forgiving yourself for the boundaries that you allowed people to take you off the path before. That forgiveness is key. But now stay on your path. And go for it. You've got this. That's today's reading. If you want a personal reading, give me a message, because I do personal clarity readings. And you can check me out at lisaceres.com as well. So, have a fabulous day. Bye.